Hello everybody, welcome back, youtube.com/Geekaloud for another Let's Install. Today, Hitman World of Assassination, specifically Hitman's recently added VR mode. I am so keen to check this out. I've got all the add-ons for the game, so this will be a complete install of Hitman World of Assassination, but most importantly, including the recently released VR mode. I cannot wait to check this out. I've played it on PC and love it on there, so I'm sure the PSVR 2 implementation is going to be bang on. If you're a long-time listener of GEA, that's our weekly video games podcast here on Geekaloud, you'll know that I've been very much waiting for this to release. I'm very excited to be installing this here today. Geekaloud's GEA, Gaming Enforcement Agency weekly podcast, takes place each and every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. right here on Geekaloud. It's a live video stream, so you can chat along in the chat with us in real time. And I can tell you, it's called Hitman 3 here. That was the original launch title, of course, and they rebranded it to Hitman World of Assassination, including Hitman's 1 and 2, so it's the complete package, and it is 80.761 gigabytes that we'll be installing here today. You're about to see gameplay of the new VR mode as the install takes place. Once the install's complete, I'll jump on into the settings menu and make any recommendations for changes, and then of course bounce out to the PS5 dashboard and give you the full install details, the current version number and the complete install size. All that to come after the gameplay, but here we go with that gameplay.
Yo, I'm gonna run over and play around with the pyrotechnics for the podium ceremony.
What? No. Can't move around with them.
The race is entering its final lap, 47.
I need to determine the extent of your injuries first.
Wow, this really hurts. Did you see him? The guy that jumped me and grabbed my outfit?
"47. The race is over. Sierra will be coming off the track any time now."
podium in a few moments. Make sure you have a great view of the celebrations from the stands. Now a short message from our sponsors, Guardian Tires, because you're in the driver's seat. Don't settle for second best. Guardian Tires, driver's choice.
Good day to you, sir.
New champion is on the way to the celebration, just not quite there yet. Let's get those Magnum Don Perignon bottles lined up. I remember a few stories from back in the day. I can't go into detail, but those celebrations could sometimes last 3 days. Today, the drivers are so disciplined and hardworking.
Mr. Lee? Mr. Lee, one moment, please.
Miss Lindsay LaCour, the famous American television personality. How nice to see you.
Oh, you recognize me.
Nice outfit.
Well,
Really brings out your eyes.
I was just wondering. we're
Miss
setting
Knox
up
informed me
a
you'd be here.
post-race interview.
She asked to make sure you brought the documents. So, did you bring the documents?
I have the papers right here.
Excellent. Come on in. Have a seat or something. I'll let Miss Knox know you're here.
So far, so good, 47. Now, let's
Yes,
see where this
Knox.
meeting is headed.
There's a guy here wearing a mascot
see anything weird,
outfit
report to
claiming
us
you have
immediately.
An appointment with him. Wouldn't give his name. Got it. I'll let him know you're en route.
Hey, Flamingo guy. Miss Knox is on her way. Grab a seat somewhere. She'll be here as soon as she can.
Drivers Club? Yeah. Don't make it like that.
Hey, wait a minute.
One seat, ladies and gentlemen. Sponsor of the Global Innovation Race.
You gotta be kidding.
Headache, hair loss, depression. Blue Seed brings you high-quality pharmaceuticals at prices
Nice.
So, you here for a job application or what?
Something like that.
Nice. If you don't mind me saying so, your particular choice of attire is maybe a little, I don't know, off? For a job interview, I mean.
My suit is at the cleaners.
And you couldn't find anything else to wear.
Correct.
You must lead a very interesting life, my friend.
You have no idea.
So, Mr. I never did catch your name.
Names are for friends.
Very well. Straight to the point in all business. Walk with me.
Where are we going?
Don't worry. What am I gonna do? Kill you in broad daylight. I just want a bit of privacy here. Not about to do sensitive business like this in front of an audience.
Good idea.
So just to get this straight, you claimed in your email to have somehow found internal reports that show Kronstadt's involvement in the Chongqing Valley massacre.
Sounds about right.
Hi.
Let's be clear. You and I are having this meeting because my father doesn't need to know about this. It's just another undesired distraction. I don't care if the information is true or false. I don't care if it mentions moving money from the Nexus project into Chongqing Valley damage control, as you claimed in your correspondence. I do care about protecting my father, which is why you and I are now here.
I see.
Leave me alone for a few minutes, guys.
Sure thing, Miss Knox. If you need us, just call. We're right around the corner.
So here's the deal. You hand over the documents and leave, and that's the end of it. And you will do that now. Well, what are you waiting for? Hand me the documents. You're all...
Target down. Next up, Robert Knox.
Well, what a race, folks. And don't forget to get your Sierra Knox t-shirt at the exit. Buy one, get one free. Oh, that's right. You heard me. Buy one.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Still, what are they doing? It all looks very suspicious to me.
Yeah, but maybe we just shouldn't worry
Well,
about
folks,
it.
even though the main event is now finished, the fun has not. So please stay tuned to the exhibition race, where technology of the future
we have come to expect from these teams in terms of display of true craft. But alas, there can be only one winner.
This is Lindsay McClure, and we're now live with the winner of the annual Global Innovation Race here in Miami.
Do I know him?
Mr. Moses Lee, CEO of Kowloon Heavy Industries. And we can now conclude a very skilled race car driver. Mr. Lee, you've managed a spectacular win in Sierra Knox and contacted one of the only described as a very close race finish line.
Well, Miss McCurry.
How can a grown man degrade himself? I mean, look at that costume.
Hoy en el mundo de entretenimiento. Sí, jóvenes, sí.
Octane booster, huh? What is that stuff, anyway?
I think some of the teams are using it to increase car speed. Heard a few Kronstadt mechanics talking about it the other day. Something about Knox not wanting to use it because she wants to win on her own.
Imagine that. Isn't that illegal?
I don't know. Not ordered when you put it. Why they did. Not touching.
You know something? You are a real sweetheart. Listening to me go on and on about Mr. Knox, you get it.
Let's try here.
What the hell? This is perfect.
Okay, good. Let me know when we're ready to shoot.
That's a creepy bird costume. Yep. Nice.
Or chilling.
Good show, 47. Now stick around. Once the word spreads, Knox won't be long.
The smell alone is enough to trigger a massive rush of
Wrap your
dopamine.
lips around this.
So, what's good?
Everything's to die for, Mr. Knox.
Excellent. Maybe one of these. That was superb, my good man.
Say what?
Hey, you're sick. Okay, you really should see a doctor.
Please don't.
Both targets down. Well done, 47. Head for an exit, and we'll speak again soon.
Seriously going to try to ask me about that?
I may only be a tech reporter, but I have ambitions. Goddamn the best is the process. Act professional. Let me know when I need.
Hi there.
Oh, and there's another story circulating too. They're saying that Robert Knox.
Installed right here, youtube.com/Geekaloud, Hitman, World of Assassination, the complete, every DLC, absolutely everything, including the recently released VR mode. Let's jump on into that settings menu, shall we? Okay, here we are at the main menu for Hitman, World of Assassination. Let's move on over to the options menu now and see what we have available. Gameplay. General. Instincts on, yes please. Limited vision area on. Attention alert on. Camera grid on. Weapon aim hold. Walk and run is toggle. Instinct activation is toggled. Precision aim is holding. Item placement is holding. Camera shoulder swap is off, absolutely. Now, how do we go back? There we go, bottom left. HUD options. Vital info messages on, yes please. Objectives always on, yes thanks. Objects in VR is auto. Can I turn that to always on? No, I can't. So I'll leave it as is. Story guidance full. Thank you. Global hints are on. Picture in picture is on. Mission timer HUD off. No, thank you. I don't need the extra pressure. Performance scoring HUD on. Challenges full. Thank you. Challenges HUD is on. Target information is on. NPC icons are on. Weapon HUD. Weapon HUD in VR is on. Yes, thank you. Reload full. Yes, thanks. Reload in VR is on. Silent Assassin HUD is off. Yeah, I'll leave that off. Difficulty HUD is off. Yes, thank you. Autosave HUD is on. Yes, give me that icon. That's it for that one. Minimap on. Yes, thanks. Minimap in VR. I'll leave it off as it's the default, but I do like playing with it on typically. So we'll just see how we go there. Minimap north indicator on. NPC indicators on. Rotation is on. Target indicators on. That all seems great. Interactions. Oh, I should note, I'm not sure what's the default values and what isn't. I've platinumed the game. I love it so much. So a lot of these may not be the default options, but these are how I like to play. Interaction highlights on. Yes, thank you. Freelancer mode, which I haven't ever really got into. I've had a quick look, but not got into. Proximity indicator on. On, yes, thanks. Alerted territory indicator on, yes, thanks. And dollars on, yes. All those are on. Autosave is on. Autosave in VR. I'm going to turn that on. Thank you very much. Back. Was that it for gameplay? Yes. Yes. All right. VR comfort. VR blinders off. Thank you. VR blinders strength. I'll put it to 1 even though it's off. VR turn mode. Snap. Or smooth. I'm going to go to smooth. Thank you very much. VR turn degree. I'll leave it 30. I'm not sure how it applies in smooth mode. VR turn speed. I'll leave that at 1. VR head base movement is off, which is what? Base movement. When a player will move in the direction the head is facing. Yeah, no, we'll leave that off. So it's presumably just controlled by the left thumbstick. VR fade on collision. Yes, I'll leave that on. VR dominant hand automatic. That's fine. VR menu laser pointer. Yes, thanks. That would be damn near impossible to use it without it, I reckon. Controls. I don't invert my sticks, but if you do, that's it there. Aim sensitivity and camera sensitivity, both at the default values are 1. Vibration on. Adaptive triggers on. Fast target is on, and aim assist is on. Graphics. We only have restored to default. That seems odd to me. Everything's at full here. The weirdity is that full is 20, not 10 or 100. I find that odd, but that's fine. The only other thing I'll note is that music volume I've pulled down to 0 just for the purposes of this video. But if you're not streaming it anywhere, I'd recommend leaving the music at full. Dynamic range is normal. Dynamic range in VR. What do we got? Full dynamic range. Cinematic. Full dynamic range with no additional compression. Yes, that's great. All right. Back. Oh, no, that's audio. That's fine. Language. Language is English. Yes, thanks. Subtitles off. Thank you. Subtitles in VR also off. Thank you very much. All right. What else do we have? IO account we don't need to see. Privacy we don't need to see. And credits we don't need to see. So that is it for the full settings rundown within Hitman World of Assassination. The only other thing I'll note down here is it says that it's game version 3.220.0. Let's bounce back now to the PS5 Pro's dashboard and see if it, 1, agrees with itself, and 2, what that full and complete install size is. Okay, here we are back at Hitman on the dashboard of the PS5 Pro. Let's go ahead and pull up the information. And I can tell you, Hitman, the World of Assassination, previously called Hitman 3, is currently version 1.027.000. So no, it doesn't agree with itself at all. But with the game and all installs installed, it is 80.85 gigabytes. Just quickly, if we go into manage game content, I'll just note that all the DLCs here, including the VR access, all of them are less than 2 megabytes. So they're simply authentication keys to unlock the content. So the base game itself, which I believe was, the base game itself is 80.66 gig. And then it's, maybe 30 meg in total for the authentication files, giving us the full and complete install size of 80.85 gig. So that's it for Hitman World of Assassination. Thank you very much for watching another Let's Install here on the channel. Also the home of the Gaming Enforcement Agency, our weekly video game podcast live stream here on Geekaloud, Tuesday nights, 8:30. Please come along and chat with us in the chat as we go. What else can you do with Geekaloud? Like it, subscribe it, you'll never miss it. Oh, that was luck. Hey, that's something. Oh!
Players play!
Old Uncle Donkey.